So, hey y'all, let me share a couple things with you. So it is 4:12 p.m. Central Time on Tuesday, January 21st, 2025. And I joined a webinar about audits with the IRS, particularly for people who own real estate. And great webinar. I mean, it was a great webinar. I learned a lot of things that I didn't know. And I've been working with this industry for 10 years, but there aren't too many CPAs I know that specialize in the same area. So it was a great webinar, very informational and educational. My problem is that when it came time to do Q&A, the questions are time stamped. They used the Q&A feature of Zoom. So you can see when those questions were entered. Do you know these people read every question but mine? I'm gonna let that sink in for you. Every question but mine. Now, there were plenty before me. Cool. When I'm thinking I'm next in the queue, he reads the next 10 after me. As if my question wasn't pertinent enough. You're talking about audits and cost segregation and reps, which is the real estate professional designation for real estate investors. It's reps. And you're talking about things that a bookkeeper can help them with to get that designation for when they're getting their taxes done and to make sure they have support when if they do become audited, or in terms of a cost segregation and how we need to be recording that as bookkeepers. That question is highly fucking important. How dare you not answer that question? I get there's a bunch of CPAs and they feel like we should know these things, but if it's not something we've ever encountered, but we can conceptualize it. If there's a piece that's muddled and we're asking a follow-up question, how are you going to skip that? And then have the nerve to say, oh, if we didn't read your question, fill out a form and schedule a consultation. I will not. I will not. And now, instead of you being a resource that I was going to recommend to my clients and speak highly of your knowledge because you did not do well in your customer experience, I'm done. I don't even want to subscribe to anything you have to say anymore. And that's a shame because I learned a lot from this webinar. But y'all came through on the bogus tip and just skipped my question altogether. I wonder who else's question they skipped. Like, he already went over his time and sped through a lot of the stuff I know he needed to linger on. He lingered on the wrong things. But if he had timed that right, and if they didn't goof off for the first 15 minutes, we could have had proper timing so everyone could get their questions answered. So that's just my little rant for today. I didn't want this to be the first official video on my YouTube channel, but like I said, we take it beyond the bookkeeping. So, I didn't do no proper introduction, but hey, done is better than perfect. But I am the Brashy Bookkeeper from AMH Bookkeeping LLC. And here is me ranting about the customer experience and all that you do, whether they're actually your paying customers or not. You never know what can put a bad taste in someone else's mouth about you. So with that being said, here's me wishing y'all better wallets and cleaner books. Get brashified in 2025. It's the Brashy Bookkeeper. I'll holla.